Welcome back, students. Today we will do article writing. It is a long composition type of question. Let's first have a look at the format of an article. In the format, the most important thing is heading. It should be really catchy one and should not be more than 3 to 4 words. Means you need to limit it. You can't write very long heading. Then this heading is followed by byline. Byline refers to the name of person writing the article. If any name is given in your question, you can use that. Or if no name is given in your statement, you can write ABC or XYZ like that. Then comes the body of your article. Children, body forms the main part of your writing piece. It generally consists of 3 paragraphs, but there may be 4 or 5 paras also. Para 1 is generally introductory para and it should be like this only. It is always a short introduction of the topic, briefly telling what the article is about, and you can write it by giving some quotations or some startling facts to arouse the interest of the reader. Then comes explanatory para. It can be the second para or it can be second as well as third para also. It presents complete analysis of the topic being discussed, and many a times children, they find it really difficult how to develop the thought in this paragraph. I'm giving you some tips that you can keep these tips while writing. You can keep these tips in your mind, and then they may help you to develop your thought. In this para, you may include different forms or phases of the problem or the subject being discussed. Then you can explain the current situation of the subject which you are discussing, that what is the current scenario about that problem. You may also include some advantages or disadvantages depending upon the topic in discussion. In this para, you should also mention that cause and effects of the problem. Means cause and effect of the problem should be supported with the data or facts, because many a time children, what do? They keep on writing whatever they feel like, whatever they think these are the causes, whatever they think they are the effects. But if you mention some cause and if you mention some effect of that very problem, then you need to authenticate that with the help of some data or facts. Means you can't say anything on your own. You need to mention that in so and so magazine, in so and so survey, this thing was done and this is the data of that, these are the facts. You need to quote that, then only your article will be some authentic one. You may also write the consequences or any other relevant information which you feel suitable to be written in this explanatory para. Then comes the third para, which is called as concluding para. In this para, you need to mention the conclusion. Many a times children, they say that I have elaborated my problem, I have introduced, and then I was not left with time and I left conclusion. You can't leave conclusion. Whatever you start, you need to conclude that. Never leave an article open-ended. Here, along with conclusion, you should mention the steps to be taken or being taken to improvise the situation and suggest a few solutions as well. Some prediction and personal comments can also be mentioned here at the conclusion type. And then you could add some glitter to your art piece with some quotes. Means while ending also you can mention some important glittering quote. It will really embellish your article, make it more effective one. So children, this completes the format of an article, that first heading, then byline, then you should introduce, then you should explain your problem, and then you should conclude it in a well way. Then comes some of the tips which I want you to keep in your mind while writing your article. The first tip which I want that you should keep in your mind is that if you when you start writing, you should you should pen your thoughts with planning. Means it should not be that you are writing haphazardly. It is really important to follow a sequence. So you should jot down your points in some rough area or at the back of your sheet, and you should ensure that a proper sequence of ideas is there, means first introduction, then analysis, then suggestion, and then conclusion. So this sequence should be maintained. Next important point is that you should always begin with your strongest point. Yes, this is really most important one, because many a times what do children do? They keep on writing any rubbish which comes to their mind, and then they say that I was about to write my strongest point, and whatever you should have mentioned in the beginning, usually children write that at the ending. Until that time, means till the time teacher reaches to the end, children, you have already spoiled your reputation in front of teacher, and teacher thinks that you don't know anything or there is nothing in your article. So you should always mention your strongest point in the beginning, and then you can accommodate the weaker ones which you are not that sure about in between somewhere, and then again in ending, while ending, you should have another strong point. So you should remember this sequence of writing your article, that strong, weak, strong. Means first strong point, then weak points, and then you should end it with the again one strong point. Next important point is that you should be mindful for the word limit and time devotion ratio, because many a time if ideas keep coming to the mind of the children, they keep on writing, so then they waste a lot of time. See, you need to stick to the word limit which is mentioned in your question, and generally it is 150 words to 200 words, so you need to take care about that word limit also. Next important point is, yes, you should mention some of your personal opinions also, but that should not be that the whole article is your personal opinion only. In 1 or 2 lines, you can tell what are your personal thoughts about that very problem. Next is, yes, you should not deviate from your topic, because while writing our article, many ideas keep coming to our mind, and then one idea lead to another, to third idea, and then sometime we just deviate from our topic. So we need to stick to the title which we have written, and we have to mention the things supporting our title only. We can't afford to deviate from the topic, because then we won't be able to score desired marks. And one more thing, that we can't keep on repeating the same ideas, because we need to avoid that repetition, because many a time if children, they don't get any idea, they keep on repeating same thing one way or the other way. See, every time, even if you are repeating idea, you need to add something. Means it is not that you can repeat ideas 2-3 times. Yes, once you can add, means if you have mentioned one way, then if you are not getting something, you can repeat only once again, but that too, it should not be the same copy of the idea you have written earlier. With some detail, with some facts, you need to bring some variation. Means you can't keep on repeating same idea one way or the other way. Next is, yes, you can underline the important points, whatever you find that, yes, I have really written something amazing, something important, then in order to highlight that, you can underline that also. Yes, this is most important point, that you need to double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. See, it really spoils the reputation that at such a grown up age, if child makes a spelling error, and if there is some grammatical inaccuracy, it really spoils your reputation, and there is nothing bad than that your grammar is wrong and your spellings are wrong. So you need to double check before giving the final draft of your article, that there should not be any grammatical mistake and there should not be any spelling error. Next, yes, always you need to, means whenever you read from some newspaper or something, you need to keep some general quotes or some facts handy in your brain, because they help in the presentation, and it shows to the reader, to the teacher who is checking it, that you are really prepared. So you need to keep some of the quotes in your brain. Means, like we always say that in a healthy body lives a healthy mind, means this type of quotes also. And definitely, if you can remember some longer quotes, that is really very good one. We should keep learning some of the quotes. It makes our article effective. Next important point is, yes, you can write small sentences. Yes, definitely it looks good if you write long sentences, but in order to avoid your errors, if you think that you make a lot of grammatical errors, then you should make your sentences really smaller ones, because it will to some extent it will limit, it will check the scope of your grammatical inaccuracies. So try to make small sentences if you are bad at grammar. Otherwise long sentences are also welcome, rather they are impressive one, but don't go for them if you think that your grammar is not so good. So just have a look at these points once again, so that you come to know that while writing your article, they are really very important and they should flash at the inward eye of your brain when you write your article. So just have a look. I am stopping this slide for you. Next is sample article. I want you to go through a sample, a model article, so that you come to know that how you have to arrange your ideas. Let us have a look at this article. The statement is, grow more trees to reduce pollution. Write an article in 150 to 200 words on the topic given above for your school magazine. So first of all, you give the title like grow more trees to reduce pollution. This is your title, and underneath that I have written byline, that by colon Radhika. So no name is given here. You can write any name, or otherwise you can write XYZ also at the place of this name. Then comes your first paragraph, that is introductory para. See how I have started. Trees are poems the earth writes upon the sky. So it is a very attractive one. So people really feel like something different is written in this article, so I should read it. So it is really inviting. This line is really inviting and catchy one. This way I want you to start your article. Trees and plants are one of the main reasons why mankind came into existence. The importance of planting trees has been emphasized time and again. This is because of the numerous benefits they offer. So this is the way we should introduce our thoughts, means the most important ones we have written in the beginning. Then comes the second para. Now you can write, they make the world a better place to live in. Now you are extending your thought, you are explaining it, and now you are telling that one thing is that they are the reason that mankind came into existence. So that was the most important one you mentioned in your introductory para, and now you are telling the other important things about that. And the first is that they make this world a better place to live in. They exhale oxygen and inhale carbon dioxide to maintain the ecological balance in the environment. See, I have made it bold, ecological balance in the environment, because I want the teacher to know that I know this thing also, and I think that it is important one, and it should not be missed by my teacher while marking my answer. So I have made it bold. So you can't make it bold in your exam. So what you can do, such important thing you can underline in your exam. They also absorb all the harmful gases and give us fresh air to breathe. Trees build a sheet of means shield of protection. They protect us from the harmful ultraviolet rays. Not only this, they serve as a habitat for birds and various species of animals. This is not all what the trees do. They do they do lot more also. So that is what I have written. This is not only it. Trees help in controlling water pollution and preventing soil erosion. Next important point I have mentioned in the next para, and it is again the explanatory one. The places inhabited by large number of trees are quite cooler compared to the concrete jungles that cannot do without air conditioners. Unfortunately, urbanization is leading to clearing of forest and parks despite of numerous benefits they offer. People come here for morning walks, evening strolls, yoga sessions, and laughter therapy. So I have tried to mention all the important points related with the topic. And then comes my conclusive part, and in conclusion what I have written that these also serve as, see, also tells that I have already told many advantages or many benefits. So in order to conclude, I am mentioning one more important point, and that is that these also serve as safe place for kids to play and socialize. The only way left to preserve them and reap benefits is by growing them at a faster rate. Now, see, in my means in my second part of that explanatory para, which is a sort of explanation also and a sort of conclusion of my second para, that in second para what I said, I am going to conclude it with a Chinese proverb. So what I said in the conclusion of my explanation, that as a Chinese proverb states, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago and the second best time is now. So even if you have not been doing this, you can start it now. So do your bit and make this place more beautiful. So this completes my conclusion part. This is the article. So I started with one quote, I ended it with one quote. So same thing I want from you also. It is not necessary that at both the places you add quote. If you don't have many, you can write at least one, either in the beginning or in the ending. But if you really have authentic quote with you or some important lines with you, then you should mention in the beginning as well as in the ending. Then there is one practice assignment for you children. By 2050, India will be amongst the countries which will face acute water shortage. You are highly alarmed and terrified of the future world without water. So, write an article on Save Water. Are we doing enough? For the local daily in 150 to 200 words. So this complete the understanding of the article writing procedure. This is your practice assignment. Before doing this, I want you to go through the whole video again so that you learn how to frame an effective article. Means first you have done the video with the whatever information I have given. Now with this statement in your mind, go through the whole video, that all right, this is my statement and this way I am going to frame my planning and this way I am going to present it, and then you write it. I'm sure you are definitely going to write a different and very effective article. Good day for today. Take care.